Bogdan, Grad, and Lucas Alexander in the featherweight division. It's a weird one. I will completely preface this before giving my prediction, my breakdown, and all that. Lucas hasn't fought in like a year. His last fight was Jeka Saraji, and I think it was sort of short notice because he was supposed to fight David Onama on November 4th. That fight got canceled. I believe Onama pulled out due to injury. That's what it says. Then he accepted a fight with a completely different opponent and got knocked out by Jeka Saraji. That was November 2023. And it's now, what would this be? Freaking 14 months later? He's fighting Bogdan Grad. So I don't know what he's been doing in the time off. I don't know if he's been injured. I don't know if UFC is not offering him any fights or anything like that. I don't know if his striking is improved, his wrestling is improved. So it's a hard one to just go off the last fight, because last fight he just got knocked out by really a not UFC caliber guy in a kind of fluke situation. Joe Anderson Brito's his other loss, and he completely outstruck Steven Peterson for the win. But again, these are long times. These are years ago. Bogdan Grad, on the other hand, just fought. He was just on the Contenders series, got a win over Michael Aswell. Is the second time on the Contenders series after losing a lightweight. Tom Nolan by knockout. He moved to his more natural weight class of 145 pounds and beat Michael Aswell. I thought he lost. I thought Michael should be in the UFC. They gave it to they gave it to Bogdan Grad in a very close decision. He ate punches, he landed punches, he pressured, he made it a dog fight. And I do believe that could happen here with Lucas Alexander, Bogdan Grad, and that's what Grad needs to do, but he's got to do it cautiously, because Lucas has countering ability. He's got good striking. He's taller, he's lengthier, so he could counter Bogdan Grad as he comes in. Bogdan, it really comes down to, can he, not get clipped with that big shot? Because he's been knocked out before. Tom Nolan knocked him out. His other loss to Andre Karaus was a decision. So he's only been knocked out one time, but it shows he's, able to get knocked out. And he's showing more willingness to come forward. That worries me, because he's just eating shots a lot nowadays, and maybe he's got a great chin at featherweight. Maybe it's gonna bite him in the ass during this fight, where he's just gonna be walking forward and gets knocked out. I could totally see that path to victory for Lucas, standing the outside, having Bogdan come to him and countering him with a knockout shot. I think Bogdan is not gonna get knocked out here. I think it's a possibility, but it's not gonna be my prediction. I think Bogdan's gonna kick at range for a little bit, and every now and then try to close that distance, get inside, and make it a little bit scruffy. Get a little clinch situation, mix in some takedowns and things like that, because he is the better wrestler than Lucas Alexander, and use those to get inside and land punches. I think the wrestling is going to be a key path to victory here for Bogdan. I don't think he's going to get a lot of takedowns to control it, but he's going to use those to better the boxing and to close that distance and land the punches. I don't think this is going to be a domination. I think this is going to be a war, just like the Contender Series fight. Lucas is going to be trying to counter, my total opinion there. He could definitely knock out Bogdan coming in. Don't think it happens. I think Bogdan will be able to close that distance using some wrestling, getting inside of that boxing range and landing good punches. I got 29-28 decision. Bogdan, he's got power, yes. Yes, Lucas has been knocked out in his last fight, yes. But a lot of the knockout wins from Bogdan are not with his hands. Flying knee, Brendan Moreno. Tudor Dormenji, spinning wheel kick. Ground and pound. He's not knocking you out on the feet. So I do believe he's not going to get knocked out here. I think if there is a finish, it'll be Lucas Alexander countering Bogdan. So if Bogdan wins, I think it's going to be a decision. I think he's going to mix in some takedowns, close that distance a lot, and land boxing combinations. I got Bogdan Grad. Is he an underdog? I feel like he is. Oh, it's a 50-50 pick'em fight in the featherweight division. Was he ever an underdog? Nope, he was never an underdog. I'm sad. I thought I was picking another underdog here, but I got Bogdan Grad as the slight favorite, winning by a unanimous decision.